so excited to have you in Australia touring so shortly. How are you feeling about it?
Oh, feeling good. A lot of logistics that we've had to iron out, so it better be worth it because it's been a lot of work on our end, and we still got some long flights to go, but we're really excited to get over there and play for these fans that we've kind of built a relationship with over the years through shipping merch and communicating with on social media, but it never got to meet in person. So we're really excited to kind of finally get out there and play. So.
Do you have much time to explore Australia as well, or are you very busy with the shows, rehearsals, logistics?
Well, yeah, unfortunately, we just have the three shows and they're back to back to back. So it's going to be a lot of, flying in, setting up, doing some sound check, and then hopefully we have a couple hours to at least explore the local areas, get some food, but then basically play the show, sell some merch, and try to get a few hours of sleep and then fly to the next city. So I'll probably be seeing most of the country from the air, to be honest, but
Yeah.
we always try to do our best to at least carve out a couple hours to explore and see what the country has to offer. But I wish we had like 2 or 3 days after to like make it into a mini vacation, but the logistics just didn't really allow that this time. But
It sounds like a full-on schedule. How do you guys look after yourselves on the road when you guys are so busy?
um we just kind of go through the grind and are used to it at this point. It's basically from the minute you park at the venue to the minute you get back in the bus or van to go to the next city, you're just constantly working and doing stuff. And we're just kind of accustomed to it after all these years of doing it. So it's fun. It's exciting too. There's really never a dull moment. Maybe a couple hours before the show where you got the anxious nerves, like, oh, we still got an hour till we play, and I can't really go anywhere. But other than that, it's just kind of setting everything up. So, and me and Evan, our other guitar player, sell merch ourselves. So when we're setting up merch, we're at the merch table meeting fans and selling the merch. So it's definitely busy, but that's just kind of what we signed up for in this world.
Yeah.
So
And it's what you love, so that's the main thing. But this tour,
yeah.
it celebrates a special milestone. So how does it feel to be celebrating the anniversary of One Fell Swoop?
Yeah, it's pretty wild that it's been 20 years. I remember doing the 10-year anniversary, and that feels like forever ago. So for so to be 20 years is even crazier. But that is still one of my favorite Spill records. I know that's definitely a fan favorite. So it's always fun to play these songs, especially to be able to play the album front to back, which we only get to do on an anniversary tour. So that'll be really exciting.
And after more than 20 years, what keeps your band so strong and together?
That's a good question. I think honestly, it's the fans because we play these same songs, night after night after night. So the shine can wear off after a bit. Like, you play Staple Gun and Lusta Prima Vista over and over and over for 20 years. The shine can wear off, but to see the crowd sing along, how excited they are that when they hear certain parts of songs that they like, that's what kind of keeps us going and keeps us motivated to keep playing. Hopefully that lasts another 5, 10 years.
Yeah, definitely. Like it'll be good just to see you guys kicking on and doing what you love doing.
Yeah,
This pairing with the Juliana Theory, it feels like a dream lineup for emo fans. So did you grow up listening to them or how has their music influenced your career?
I did actually. Actually, they're probably actually one of the most influential bands musically for me growing up. I remember being 14, 15 years old, and that was a band that I came across because I grew up in a very conservative Christian household, and I was only allowed to listen to Christian music, and they were on what was technically a Christian record label. So I was like, hey, I can actually get this band, I can get this CD, and they quickly became basically my favorite band for a couple years there. And I remember sitting in my room trying to learn how to play their songs. And so to see it come full circle now, I guess even 25 years later, it's pretty wild and really excited to see those guys play every night too.
Yeah, that's huge that you get to hit the road with them. And I guess it must be like really, as you said, full circle listening to them and now actually getting to work with them and tour with them.
Yeah, and we did a tour with them, but they just did acoustic. So it was just two of them. So to be able to see them full band, I've actually never even seen them full band all these years. So I'm really excited for that.
Yeah. And the Spill Canvas is known for, I guess, emotionally relating to fans with like their lyrics and the music. So from your perspective as a bass player, how do you bring that emotion to the stage?
I mean, as a bass player, I just kind of try to do my part and just, really lock in with the drums and provide that low end. And I kind of leave the emotion and the that world to Nick. That's where he thrives. I'm just trying to be a steady force back there, holding it down. But I mean, and he'll come to me at times too with, what do you think of this lyric? What do you think of this, this set list? Does this flow good? So I like to kind of get in there behind the scenes and work on that type of stuff. But as far as the actual live performance, I don't really have much of a role there. I kind of just am kind of in the back doing my thing, which is kind of what I've grown to love and appreciate after all these years.
Yeah, but you still have a very important role. So don't downplay it and be like, I don't have much of a role. Like that's still a very important role that you're doing.
Well, I'd like to think so. I feel like bass is an underrated instrument. I'll always say that, but I do really enjoy, especially just, providing that low end and locking in with the drums. That's always really fun, especially when we're building songs, putting together that rhythm section is very fun. So I definitely enjoy it.
And do you have a personal favorite to perform live?
Um, we've recently started playing the song The Meds, which is from an album called Gestalt, which is really fun to play live. As far as a song off of One Fell Swoop, I've always loved playing Break a Leg. That's probably one of my all-time favorite songs to play live. And we stopped playing it live in our regular set. So I'm really excited to play that one every night.
And so you mentioned before that you're really excited to come and meet all your fans because you've built connections with them like via selling merch and stuff. But I've
Mhm.
heard people say that your fans kind of like put the fan back in Venetic. So do you have like a standout moment with the fan interaction that really stands out, whether it was heartfelt or whether it was just random?
A lot of very heartfelt moments where um someone will come up to us after a show and say, I was in a really dark place and your music saved me, it saved my life. I've heard that countless times from fans, and that puts it into perspective that what we're doing is bigger than just playing music. We're actually helping people get through tough times. And even if it's not now, there was a time maybe, 5, 10 years ago where somebody was really struggling and a lyric or a song helped them through it. And that makes it all worth it. And that's something that Nick always talks about too, is kind of a motivating factor for wanting to continue doing this.
Yeah, it's so beautiful because obviously, you guys have written that music based on your own lives and experiences. So just knowing that it's helping other people out there as well.
Yeah, for sure. That's the goal. So
Yeah, and this is an anniversary tour, so obviously you're playing some older songs, but do you have any like surprises? Like, are you going to mix in newer stuff too, or purely just celebrating anniversary?
yeah, I don't want to give too much away, but what we have typically done and had success with is we play the album front to back, so we get that whole album out, and then we typically will do maybe two or three more for like an encore. And so those 3 or 4 songs we decide in rehearsals, and we're actually going to start rehearsing this weekend. So we'll decide what those songs will be, and then those are kind of like the hidden treats for the band for the fans. So
Well, we're looking forward to the surprises. And lastly, what's next for you personally, whether that's musically or yeah, personally?
we do have a busy schedule coming up. We have 3 shows in the Midwest of the United States in August. And then in the fall, we have 3 different legs of a tour with the band May,
Mhm.
which is another really influential band on us. That's going to be a really fun tour. And then in the new year, I really want to get into the studio and work on some new stuff because Nick probably has 20 some songs that he's got compiled on his computer he's been working on, and we'd love to sit down with them for like a good month in the studio and hopefully come out with a full length. So, yeah, but who knows what 2026 has in store, but that would be my goal at least, is to get started on a new album.
Amazing. And that's all my questions. Did you have anything else that you wanted to add about this tour or things that you wanted fans to know before seeing you live?
No, I mean, I think it's just gonna be really fun. Like I said, it's kind of a bucket list to get over to Australia. So we're really excited to meet the fans, have some great shows, and yeah, we're excited.
Amazing. Well, we're so excited to have you. All the best for the tour, and we're looking forward to hearing the new music.
All right, sounds good. Thank you.
Bye. No worries. Thank you.